What's going on, guys? Welcome back to GTA 5. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Mark IV Toyota Supra drift build here, which is a really cool car. Not only does it have the unreleased drift tuning on it, but it's got one of 4 unreleased drift tuning liveries as well. Now, as far as I can tell, those liveries are the only new things about customizing this car, but I do want to quickly take you guys through the build so we know exactly what we're looking at, and then I want to do some testing on this thing because it's super fast. All right, guys, so quickly running through the build here. We got 100% armor on here. Our front bumper is going to be low black splitter. Rear bumper is going to be custom diffuser. After that, we have chassis where we went with the stock chassis, no cage in this one. Exhaust is going to be the dual titanium. Thought that tied into the livery pretty nicely. Our fenders are going to be the bolt-on arches just to add a little bit of drift vibe. After that, we have grille, which on the original Mark IV is going to be headlight covers. It's the same stuff though. We have all the headlight covers here. We just left this stock for the normal headlights. Hood is going to be the scooped hood. We left the horn and the light stock. And then up next here, we have the livery. Now on the drift tuning Mark IV, you'll notice that you have all the original liveries available. However, at the end, there are 4 new ones. We're running the Shark Racing livery here. Then you have the Zero Gas Racing livery, which actually, let me throw a different color under this so you guys can see it a little better. So there's Zero Gas with some black underneath it. Then after that, we have the Lube Motor Oil Racing livery, which is a play on Castrol, and then we have the Oilio Racing, which is a play on Mobile. I personally really like the Shark Racing livery. I don't know if this one is a reference to a real life livery or not, so if you guys know, definitely let me know down in the comments below. Loss and theft, we didn't have to worry about. Plate for this one, we do have a Yankton license plate on this one. Shout out to H1 the Car Plug, link to his channel in the description down below. Make sure you guys check that out. And we got NTNS media for the lettering. Respray here, guys, our primary color is going to be classic ice white. Our secondary color is going to be the same, although it isn't really affecting anything on this current build. Trim color, we left black just for that nice, simple, clean interior, and we don't have a crew emblem on this one. For the roof here, guys, we left that stock as well, not running any scoops or anything. We have the primary lip skirt on here just to add those extra sponsors. For spoiler, we're running none, a little bit less grip here than if we did add a spoiler, but I really like how this one looks. Suspension, we're all the way low with the race suspension. After that, we have wheels. We are in the street category for wheels, where we're running the Rough Weld Mega Deep, same wheels that I have on the Candy Box Euros over there as well. After wheels is going to be windows, guys, where we did leave no tint on this just so that we can see the interior, and that's going to do it for today's build. So, as I was saying in the intro, guys, this car is super fast. There's a bunch of testing that I want to do on this thing today, so we're going to hop out into the overworld. We're going to find H1, and we're going to run some testing here. All right, guys, so we're out here with H1. We got 3 tests today for the Mark IV Supra. Up first, we have our drag race test. We're going to be racing his Futo GTX here because that was previously the fastest drift tuning car in a straight line. Then we're going to be doing a top speed test against probably the S13. I'm actually not sure which of the drift tuning cars was the fastest. We're going to be doing that out on the highway just to see how this thing stacks up in the top speed range. And then we're going to be doing an FD battle. That one's definitely going to be against the S13 because that car seemed to be the meta car when it came to our Formula Drift battles, which if you guys are looking to check out, I'll leave a link to in the description down below. But up first here, we have our drag race against the Futo GTX. We're going to have H1 throw a sticky bomb, and we're going to get to it.
All right, I'm going to throw a grenade so that way it's a little more fair.
Grenade time. Oh, no clutch kicks. Just flat out.
All right.
Just for a fair test. Oh, the Mark IV, dude. Let's go. No way. I'm actually, dude, this thing's way faster. Let's go.
What?
That's insane. Well, I think we were right in saying that it feels faster, dude. That's crazy. You want to do with clutch kicks this time?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to botch the clutch kick. You're a way better driver than I am when it comes to that, but...
Oh, I was the one that messed it up. Oh my, there we go.
Oh, you messed up your clutch kick?
A little bit.
Dude, that's bus lengths. That's insane. Dude, that's crazy.
That's wild.
I don't think it's driver at all, but we can trade... Oh, my bad. We can trade cars, too, just to make sure that it's really that different. And you are Gonzo Johnson, bro. That thing's so fast.
There
what the heck?
Monica.
Let's get one more in here with clutch kicks. Let's do it. Oh! Oh!
Whoa.
Come on now! Come on now! Paige, go away! I'm drag racing! And 2JZ doing its thing. Damn, dude. Good runs. That thing's a rocket.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, well, Mark IV Supra confirmed, new fastest drift tuning car in a drag race. Let's head out to the highway and see how it stacks up at top speed, too. All right, dude, let's do it. Mark IV versus S13. Do we do a rolling start or just do it from a dig?
I think a rolling start would be better.
All right, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go. There we go, that's better.
Ooh, good jump. See if the Mark IV can reel you in here.
Oh, it definitely can.
It definitely can, yeah. I'm going way left here if you need it.
Well, I'm good. Wow.
See, we were talking about trying to find one of these maps without traffic or whatever, but honestly, a little bit of no hezzy never hurt, right? Little white line and a little carving up. I think it's still pretty clear the Mark IV out here at least through the gears, is much faster. Now, we are going to try and get up to top speed, though, so I'm going to keep running it here. And we're going to see once we get out more towards, like, Paleto Bay, where it's, like, more open, we'll see if I can keep pulling on H1 here. Now, I don't know if the S13 is necessarily the fastest drift tuning car in a straight line or at top speed, but I don't think it's the slowest by any metric, so it should be a pretty good litmus test here. And this car is fast. He is just not even close. Did you crash, or am I just that much faster?
No, you're just that much faster.
That's crazy. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will want us to check the in-game tack. It looks like I'm going about $1.25, $1.30. I don't think that these are accurate though, so I wouldn't go off this as a test. I'm sure there's some other way on PC probably to measure how fast the car is actually going, but we just absolutely smoked H1 back there in that S13. So I'm thinking it's pretty safe to say that the Mark IV Supra here is going to be the fastest drift tuning car, at least as far as what we have so far. Now, we have one more test to do as I wait a half hour for H1 to catch up through traffic. There he is. We're gonna do some FD battles because this S13 here was previously the meta car when it came to drift battles, and I'm thinking this Mark IV Supra might be able to hang. It is a little bit heavier. It feels like it's got maybe a little bit more body weight to throw around, but I want to get back down to LSIA and really battle it out to see. All right, guys, here we are next morning. We got the Mark IV out here for some FD runs. Now, you'll notice that we did add a spoiler to this car because we were running some test runs over the nighttime, and the big thing that we noticed was that the Mark IV seemed like it was lacking a little bit in grip, even though it does seem to have a lot more power. So we're gonna give H1 his lead here, good to go, and I'm gonna try and hang on the door of this S13. Now, I do think in a comp setting that S13 might actually be a more viable option. It just seems like it has the right amount of power for its grip levels, whereas the Mark IV does feel like it's on ice a little bit, which truthfully, that's more my style when it comes to street drifting. I like lower grip cars. They're just a little bit more fun for me. It seems a little bit easier to throw backies and 360s and just have a little bit more usable power and fun with the car. But in a comp setting, you do want to have that right mix of grip and weight and power so that you can accelerate properly. And I do feel like the Mark IV is struggling a little bit to stay on the door of that S13. I'll take a lead here real quick. We'll line it up this way. I'll see if I can pull on it, but it does feel like if I just leave the car full out, I'm gonna go wide and I'm gonna miss my clips. So it's just something to be aware of here as we run the car in the lead. We're gonna try and get a little bit of speed through this first inside clip, carry the speed through. Now, it does have a ton of power. It feels like when you get it right, it does accelerate pretty heavily, which honestly, we're doing pretty good here on this run. But H1, as you can see right there, perfect timing, uses his available grip to get right back to our door. Even though we have the acceleration and we have the power, it does feel like that S13 is just a little bit more controllable as he absolutely glues it to our door there. And so I do think the Mark IV, although it's gonna be probably my favorite street car in the garage, you might need a little bit more seat time with it to really make it viable in comps. I don't think it's unusable. I definitely think you guys could use it in comps if you wanted to, but if you're just getting started or you're really competitive about it, you might wanna stick to that S13. We'll swap it around this way. We'll run one more lead here in the S13. My bad, I jumped that a little bit. And we'll see if I can pull a little bit easier here. H1 swinging that thing. H1 is a really talented FD driver as well, so definitely a good point of comparison here with him. But right there, see, the car just kind of washed out. It doesn't seem to have that forward bite or that forward grip that you need in a comp setting. Whereas when I was leading in the Mark IV, he was all over me in that section, just because the S13 does seem to have a little bit more of that grip. And right there too, like I was able to pull ahead of him a little bit easier. But he's getting the Mark IV to our door, so I feel like if you did spend a little bit more time, again, on driving the Mark IV, you might be able to figure out a way to make it work for you. So we'll take our follow here before we end the video. One of each in each car. I'm good to go. Let's do it.
All right.
Nice little launch here in the S13. I actually got absolutely walked. I'm going to skip skip the clip there. Two-wheel drop. H1 didn't see it. Judges didn't see it. No one saw it. Everyone on YouTube saw it, though. And then we're able to just use that usable grip to really settle in. Stay on throttle. I feel like you can just get more power down to the road in the S13, although we were a little lower on angle. H1 absolutely slaying it through there. We are able to catch him. Oh, I just destroyed him. I guess I need a little bit more practice when it comes to GTA comps here, guys. But once again, I do think the S13 is still going to be the meta when it comes to comps, although the Mark IV is clearly faster and has a lot more usable power. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys a ton. If you haven't checked out H1's channel yet, make sure you do that. Link in the description down below as well. Once again, guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys a ton. If you did enjoy it or found it useful at all, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe for more just like it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.